evening, Rush Nation. Welcome to the 5 Yard Rush NFL podcast. I'm your host, the Felice Navidad, the Joel Hewitt, and I'm joined today by I knew I'd break somebody with that one immediately. And these are the co-hosts, as usual. I don't have a pun for Alex, the other one, can't see the woods for the trees, and Pete, the off-season champion, Amelia. How the devil are we doing, boys?
I'm doing fantastic.
Namaste, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. I should have told everybody to do the Christmas jumper episode, to be fair.
Opportunity missed. I did it 3 weeks ago because I'm really organised.
You were on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody was playing the long game, and the rest of us are just here like, I don't know, I'll throw on an old X-Men t-shirt from, I don't know, 15 years. I've had this t-shirt. I'm surprised it still fits. It used to be baggy, now it fits. Say what you will.
Age does that to you, doesn't it?
It certainly does, yeah. It actually was a Christmas present as well, so that's as close as I'll get to that right now, I think. Alex, how you been, brother?
Yeah, my other half and amazing Beyonce has gone home for Christmas early, so I've had the house to myself all weekend.
Ooh,
so, like, you can bet that the beers were open, the football was watched. I single-handedly think I watched nearly every game of football this weekend.
Beautiful.
That's incredible because Pete and I watched nothing. We're just going to listen to you for the next 2 hours and go, wow, really?
Regale us.
Tell us about week 16, Alex. What was it like?
Around about 9 o'clock on Sunday, it got really misty.
Just welled up a little bit, teary-eyed. It happens to us all, mate.
You're missing her. That's what it was. You're just missing her.
Yes. It's sobbing into a pillow. He just watched Love Actually. Which, by the way, look, anybody that doesn't get today's title, I just want to throw it out. Well done, Pete, for maybe the greatest Christmas pun of all time with Willis Actually. We're gonna lose a lot of people with that one. I had to actually put the word love and cross it out so people got the reference because I didn't have time to do Photoshop, and then there's a sketchy kind of what things can I post as YouTube thumbnails. I don't know. I need to do some YouTube law reading, but Willis Actually, you're just shooting threes. You're the Steph Curry of puns, and I just cannot. I told my wife, I had to stop her in the kitchen and be like, listen, this isn't going to mean anything to you, but I have to explain the name of today's show. It's just absolutely what a banger. Anyway, let's hit it up with some news, shall we?
Yes, sir. News from the underground.
Before we do, we got a hi from Jan Loves Cars and also a hello. So appreciate that, Jan or Jan. Don't know where you're from. Don't want to assume. Well, we'll look for the ride. We're going to talk Chicago Bears for 45 minutes. And maybe some other stuff. Right. News. You remember last week when it was not so bad? It feels like that's not a thing anymore. Maybe we had 1 week off so that we could talk about other things. But Pete, the Angel of Death. Let's do it. Oh, Jan's all the way in Poland, so it probably is Jan. So, actually, I don't know what the Polish for I is.
Yeah.
But
Poland, the home of Teletubbies.
There he is. It's going to be the home of Teletubbies? Wow.
That's a weird...
Poland.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You got it down.
No.
Oh,
No.
The fact that you got both of us with it as well, and not one of us tweaked. We were like, that's some weird Pete law that he just knows that Teletubbies were first created in Poland.
I was shocked and appalled. And now I don't know if there's any coming back from that. Hey, Pete, tell us about everybody that got hurt this weekend.
Okay. First off, Quinshon Judkins, Cleveland Browns rookie running back, he fractured his fibula and dislocated his ankle. It was grim. It was one of those that's
no replays.
When they say we're not going to show you the replay, it's bad, and he's done for the season, which is a shame because he was so close to hitting 1,000 yards as a rookie. He was really good. He was a real bright spot in that team. It took him a while to get going as well before he. So to get that 949 yards, I think it was something like that in essentially half a season is really, really impressive.
Yeah, horrible injury. I watched a TikTok doctor explain to me in simple terms with crayons like exactly how serious it could have been, and we're talking like potential like career-ending, leg-losing injury on that one. It's insane. And now what I worry about is who are they going to do the direct snap to? If they don't have a quarterback that can be there for a few yards out, they're gonna forget no one's there. Just gonna fire it out the backfield and be like, Jud's missing. What a shame.
Somebody told him.
You forget who Shador Sanders is. He's just going to throw it in the air, run to the other side, catch it, and be the one-man machine.
He does tell me he is him.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. But God bless the Cleveland Browns. They couldn't have. It's just bad luck, isn't it? And I think I missed it, and it's not in the news. Myles Garrett didn't get the sack record either, did he?
No.
They give him like a half.
Yeah. And it was the most sketchy half as well. It was quite clearly narrative driven. QB went down, somebody else touched him when he was down. He was one of those tap on the floor to get the sack. And then like half a second later, Myles Garrett reached over and just like did that on him, and we'll just share that one. It's a half sack.
This is where I wish I could share gifs on this podcast, because all I want to do is take that little old lady from the Simpsons there, where it's like, "Can I come too?" And then the window just like rolls up. Like that's Myles Garrett. Like, can I also have part of this? God bless him.
Yeah, I think they're really keen to. They want him to get it because it's a positive story. Records being broken. NFL loves that. But I don't know why he got the half sack. It was very odd. But he'll get it, I'm sure, in the last couple of games.
Against really like Aaron Rodgers this week?
I'd really like it if they sat Rodgers and it was Mason Rudolph.
Yes.
That would be the full circle. Just complete beautifulness.
And the other crazy thing about it is the offense are really helping him get the sack record as well by being consistently rubbish. By the Browns just being like, we're not going to get the ball moving at all on offense. We can just keep the defense on the field who's got more chance to get the sack, which I think is really, really nice of his teammates. I thought that was really good of them. Couple of others as well. What's better than one QB with an ACL injury? Two QBs with an ACL injury in Kansas.
Currently Missouri.
Minshew went out. It was an ACL, wasn't it? Or did that?
Yeah. Oh no.
That's been disproven. He's had a displaced tibio plateau fracture. Which is there. Basically, it's a very, very bad bone bruise. But he still heads to IR, and it's not his ACL, which is
he has a whittle bruise.
Really good. But he's
been diagnosed whittle bruise. Boo boo. He's on the IR. It's very serious. Boo boo.
So who's playing QB now? Chris.
I don't know. Similar to what I was saying, just snap it to nobody.
That guy's got 2 rings and he's never played a snap for the Kansas City Chiefs. That guy is going to play QB at Christmas Day against the Washington Commanders.
Real locker room dude, though. That guy whose name I don't know. They keep him around.
That's rough for them. And we'll come on to Christmas in a bit, and let's get through some more of these fun injuries. Garrett Williams, the Arizona Cardinals cornerback, looks like he's torn his Achilles in that loss on Sunday, which is rough.
Arizona season over, do we think?
Arizona. Were Arizona not already cooked? Yeah. Oh, it's sarcastic. I apologize.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Scooter emoji.
Right. Everybody will get that reference.
2 people that are our friends that are in our group chat that don't listen to our podcast will get that reference.
I'm not going to explain it either. It's better that way. On some positive news. The DeForest Buckner is back off the injured reserve list, which is really positive. The Colts need him. If they've got any chance, I think it's going to be. I doubt it at this point, but it's not. It's not completely ruled out. So they need all the help they can get because their defense is not good at all at the minute. They're really banged up and they're not playing well. You've got the Broncos wideout Pat Bryant. He came out of hospital. He had a concussion, but he's out of hospital. So hopefully that's not going to be too bad. I've not seen anything of the latest on that. If any of you guys have heard any updated news? Okay.
No, nothing.
He's been reviewed this week, and they will most likely sit him this week because they've got. That's actually one position where they are kind of strong is their wide receivers. So they can afford to sit him, but he will be needed next week when they play the Chargers.
Right. Okay. And another concussion injury is a really big one, particularly for anybody in their fantasy league final. Is Henderson, the Pats running back, got a concussion. But mad stat. I don't know if it was you mentioned this, Alex, that 11 players got evaluated for concussion in that one game.
So, sorry, it was I've rephrased it incorrectly. 11 players were evaluated for being hurt or injured throughout that game. There were 11 players in total throughout the game, just on the New England Patriots side, that were taken off, evaluated, and then either put back on or sat. Now, roughly around about this point, you've got, 51 players that are fully fit. You take that away, that's 40, and that's not it's 10 players left, kind of, that's there. Yeah. You don't have time to reestablish it. It really doesn't. No one really knows how many are there. They are going to sit until probably later on this week, but it's really not good for the Pats. This one there.
No,
and that can be as well because we talk often about anyone who's going to make a deep playoff run. The reason they do is because they've got backups. They've got depth on their squad. It's fair enough, grinding your way into the playoffs, but if they're going to have, two handful of people that are at least injury prone or on the edge of, and they start to drop them, even though over the next couple of weeks, where I believe they're still fighting to win that division. They've clinched, so Buffalo, but it's 12-3 and 11-4 New England Buffalo. So they could lose that out. So you've got to still keep putting the squad out. Just taking a knock that could hurt you. So then what do? You just say, look, play for the wild card, sit who we can. We are in the playoffs. I believe in the bad juju of anybody who gets a bye week in the playoffs is cold and often get knocked out.
Yeah.
It just seems to go that way. I would rather, if I'm just the guy that gets to choose, if I'm the New England Patriots, be like, sit everybody, we're in the playoffs, we'll take a wild card game, we'll continue to keep the momentum going, not take an extra week off. Although they could do the week off to get healthy. So then what do?
You also have home field advantage as well if you win that first one. You've got home field throughout the playoffs if you get that one seed.
Yeah, you get the bye. Yeah.
Jags are getting that one seed, mate.
It would not surprise me. It really wouldn't.
It's going to be the most Jaguars thing you've ever seen. You remember when Tennessee Titans got the one seed a few years ago? It's just right there. A weird division.
Bananas. Looks like Jordan Love, he went out with a concussion on Sunday and he was limited, but he looks like he's going to be practicing today. So hopefully he might be able to play this week. So it's not so bad. It looked bad when that hit went down. So that's positive that he looks like he's going to be healthy and well again. Fingers crossed.
Well, while we're here though, Willis looked all right.
He did. He looked really good. And it's interesting because he did, and we'll probably get into it a little bit more later. But did he look good because the Bears weren't planning for a running quarterback, and a rushing quarterback is a completely different game plan? And he used his legs when they made really good coverage, he just used his legs and it was a nightmare. Or is it that he's actually just good and now he's got a coach that believes him, he's got good coaching and time to learn under LaFleur? Is he actually developing? Because it'd be interesting to see if he gets somebody tries to snap him up for a potential job. If the team in a rough situation next year, just say, right, I want Willis to come and start for me. It'd be interesting to see how that goes for him, because you're right, he did look fantastic, I thought.
Could you see the Chiefs like doing it? Like, Minshew's not the option. Pat's going to be out for a year.
He's not going to miss next season, Mahomes. He might just start a bit slow.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was like a 10-month like job.
Well, it is, but we don't start till September.
Yeah, I suppose.
So he's going to miss quite a bit, and they need a better backup. I think he's probably going to go somewhere that's got a really rubbish quarterback that needs a better backup, like Minnesota. That'd be I mean, don't think the Packers have traded him. I don't know what his contract situation is, but it'd be interesting. Someone like that.
He's still on his rookie deal, and it finishes this year.
Right. Okay. So yeah, interesting to see how that goes, or whether he just stays and he likes it there, because it's a good situation to be in.
Pretty cushy.
Yeah.
Cheap living in Lambert, in Green Bay, I assume.
Yeah. There's just snow and cheese. So really cheap houses. That's why everybody goes to the games, because there's nothing else to do.
It's personally like both slang for cocaine. Gotta love that, aren't you? Is that what they were packing?
There's an alleged there somewhere. There's an alleged. That's why he's very good.
And we are clear. The lawyers are not going to come after us. We chucked in the allegedly and just say.
There's another injury that I do need to mention, because I think if we don't mention it now, it might not get noticed during the game. But JJ McCarthy is out on Thursday against the Lions.
What?
I know. Will anybody notice if he's out and when Max Brosma starts?
Yes.
They were playing the Giants, and he had 9 of 14 passes for 108 yards and 1 interception. And Brosma was 7 of 9 for only 52 yards. So somehow they managed to complete 16 passes for 160 yards, 10 yards a clip. It's just meh, against a really rubbish defense as well, pass defense in New York. Although weirdly, I thought this was really interesting start. The Vikings haven't been particularly great. They've been up and down the last few weeks. We know we had the blowout loss to Seahawks, and then the blowout win, and it's kind of been up and down. But they've not conceded a passing touchdown in 6 weeks. That's bananas. And they've been, I said, the defense hasn't been particularly great. They just run it all over.
The NFL loves a stat. Okay.
He does.
All I'm hearing there is everyone got to the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Every single time somebody needed to score a touchdown, they could spit and make it. So all I'm hearing is 1 yard rush. Just hammer it in. I would like to know how many rushing touchdowns they've conceded in the past 6 weeks.
42. Yeah, it's bananas. Injury-wise, I think that's the last of the injuries. Then it's just the weird news. And there's plenty of weird news.
Let's get weird. Because, injuries aside, I just want to check it out there. Like, Judkins has been yet another crazy, stupid, knee injury. I did see something where apparently, and I don't know if this is just rumors on top of rumors, that there was going to be a field regulation coming in where everyone has to play on the same type of field. I think by the year 2028, by the time the 28-29 season comes in, there's going to be a regulated, this is what everyone plays on. I don't. I didn't actually see the Judkin thing. I don't know if it's got anything to do with that. But knowing the amount of knee injuries that we've had, especially in like Washington and everything, people like ankles going the wrong way, knees going the wrong way. I could name a handful of players where it's happened to, but it just occurred to me then that it's not part of the news segment. I don't know if it's a complete myth, but apparently regulating the fields might help, as long as they pick the right one. If everyone has to play on Washington's choice, then we're in for trouble.
There's just a draft, and it changes every year. One of them is just with those big squares of foam that you get at play dance. Everyone
you get the number one pick, and you get to choose what everyone plays on. So, you're like, right, let's do it. We're built for sand. All of our players have really wide feet, so we're going for snow so that we can walk on it better than everybody else. What's the space?
Yeah, no, it's right. It is from 2028.
There you go.
There's an approved. It's not the same. It's an approved library: natural gas, synthetic turf, or hybrid fields. You have to pick one of the ones that are. You just get like a Argos catalogue and just go. I love this one. I like the green.
At least we're closer, and then it'll be similar to the F1 with tires. Like everyone will eventually get to be just doing the same thing. But you can also have a slight advantage because you go, right, well, we know that in our division, everyone else has chosen this type of field, so we'll choose something else, and then we'll play for this. I kind of like that in a way instead of everyone having the same one. So, yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, me too. And different climates as well. You're not going to be able to maintain necessarily a turf at Lambeau that you could in Miami.
That's a good point. Yeah, you could penalize some teams by forcing them into... God, the frozen tundra, if it was on like a 4G, just absolute pandemonium, just bloody knees everywhere, like people's in tears.
It'd be grim.
It'd be just rough, wouldn't it? Right, can I get some weird news then, Pete?
DK Metcalf, that's one of the big ones. Just
so weird.
So bizarre. So for the show that don't know, it looked like he grabbed up, maybe punched a Lions fan in the crowd. So with this, he didn't get fined or suspended at the time. I think it has come since, but there's a lot that's come out. Firstly, apparently he's reported this fan to security at a Lions game last season when he was on the Seahawks. So he's reported the same guy before. He said the reason he lashed out was because the guy used racial slurs towards his mum. But there's video footage of people filming the incident, and you hear no such thing. As far as you can tell from the video, his issue is that he called him Decalin rather than DK. Decalin is his name. So it was a racist slur to his mum by using the name that she gave you. So you lashed out at a fan, all of which was brain dead. Don't know the full story much, but he couldn't hear it properly on the audio, but that's what it looked like. But the upshot of this is that his guarantees of 45 million have been voided on his contract. Now, it doesn't necessarily matter because if he plays next year, he'll get the salary for next year. The more interesting one out of this comes in 2027, because in 27, if he passes a medical on the 1st of April, 2027, his salary for that year becomes fully guaranteed. That's now no longer the case. So if they want to, they're going to keep him next year. They will. They've given up a second rounder for him. He's not going anywhere.
He's great on the field.
Yeah. But after the end of next year, if they want to cut bait, they can just be like, bye, and they're on the hook for nothing. So it's a win-win situation for them. They're like, fine. It just gives us a lot of cap flexibility.
So what you're saying is the Steelers hired that guy to come in and bully Decalin Metcalf into holding onto his wig and taking a swipe so that in 2027 they might be able to get off the hook for his contract. Interesting move, Pittsburgh, but well played. I like the way that you went about your game. I didn't realize you were so shrewd thinkers.
Straight out of Happy Gilmore.
It is, isn't it? You
So that was Yeah, a bonkers one. What else was there in there?
Couple of things.
Yeah.
Don't go to a game in that wig, please. You spent a lot of money to go and watch the American football, the NFL, the game that you love and the team you probably enjoy, or just there to troll Decalen Metcalf, which, by the way, I will only ever use his full name. And you show up in that like raggedy ass Tina Turner like pom pom looking thing and like hang your head over the side. I saw some they were like, oh, he had a number 4 jersey, but like I didn't see him wearing one. I didn't see him holding one. Like I just have no idea what that whole situation is.
Well, didn't he ask him to sign it? Wasn't that the thing? He was asking him to sign a jersey.
Weird way to sign it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I signed it with your blood.
Sign this. What have gone? Anyway, I was wondering as well, because we've got to do a wrestling reference at least once on this podcast. Is this going to be the NFL's version of the green shirt guy? If those of you don't know, there's the guy in the crowd that always wears a green shirt ringside at wrestling, and the rumors for decades have been that CM Punk or somebody accidentally punched him in the face. And then the WWE were like, oh, please don't sue us. We'll give you front row forever. That's kind of been debunked over time. But are we going to see this guy in the wig at every single primetime NFL game? They're just going to be like, tickets are yours. You do you. You are absolutely always welcome to wherever you want to go.
I hope so. With a DK Metcalf jersey every single week.
Yes.
You've got to wear that every time just as a reminder.
He's going to start like wearing his like high school jerseys and stuff, really mix it up over time. Like anywhere he's ever been, like, oh, you played Pee Wee hockey, did you? Boom, Decalen. Like,
and every time Metcalf scores a touchdown, he's just stood there like this, like a horror film villain.
Whittling for some reason. Like holding a knife is sinister, but whittling just for some reason seems a little bit more. Or eating an apple.
Plausible deniability. You've also got, we talk about stadiums and kind of environments. Chiefs are moving, aren't they?
They are. They're moving. They're packing up and they're moving, much like I did in York once, 25 minutes down the road.
And that's so the Kansas City Chiefs will now be in Kansas.
They will be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes,
so they did it. They did the thing, and now they, like, when you have to explain something. Oh, we're the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, you're playing Kansas? No. Well, great news. Now they don't have to do that anymore. They're just like, we are the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like, what's his name? Rob McKennelly. Nobody could pronounce his name, so it's just Rob Mack from not Only Son. Yeah, Always Son, not Only Son. So the Kansas City Chiefs can just say, yeah, we're from there. What I did see is one guy on TikTok say, if you're the Missouri like athletics commander in chief or whatever, and it's your job to have like sort out sports for Missouri in general, you've really dropped the ball recently because you've lost the St. Louis Rams, and now the Missouri Chiefs. What a weird thing to lose 2 NFL teams in 10 years.
Is he a booster for the local college team? He's like, if we get rid of them, we'll get more seats for the local college team.
What's the Missouri college team? Anyone?
Ole Miss?
No one knows. It's working. That's it. It's their only option. I'm going to say Roosters, and that might just because you said booster and my brain just rhymed it.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue. But
the Missouri Tech Roosters.
It's the Missouri Tigers.
Oh, that's boring. Oh, is it Miz? Like Old Miz?
That's what I said. Ole Miss. I assume it is.
No, it's the Missouri Tigers. They play in the Southeastern Conference of the football world. So
are they like black and yellow?
Yeah.
No, I know
of Mississippi. I know nothing.
Yeah. Well, I heard you wrong. I was thinking Missouri Tigers, but that's because I like video games guy that like went to college there and stuff, so I know about the team. But then you said Ole Miss, and I was like, oh, is it? Anyway, tangents aside, yeah. So the other thing on that move was they went real Trump and said we're going to build a stadium and make them pay for it, which was the what they wanted to do. And the people of Missouri said no, you're not going to tax us. So then the people of Kansas went tax us, and so they went all right, we're going to move across. But the interesting thing about the sales tax within there is, and this is probably why people hated Star Wars Episode 1, because I'm going to get into sales tax. The sales tax apparently only applied to anything within the stadium. So everything else throughout your entire state was exactly the same. But if you went and bought a jersey from Arrowhead, the sales tax from there would go to, well, not Arrowhead, but from whatever the new stadium would be called, would go to pay for the stadium. And that's what that sales tax would do, instead of it going to the rest of the state. I don't see a problem in that. It's football fans paying for a football stadium.
Yeah.
And the people obviously didn't understand that, or the people of Missouri, but the people of Kansas went, okay, moving down the road. Easy though, that in it. You just got to get a couple of vans and just keep going back and forth. Like stick a couch in one. You just get a couple of your mates, buy a case of Budweiser. It's an easy move. It's not like book a flight.
It's just Max and Paddy doing the getting all the benches across.
Absolutely. They could, if they wanted to, have a human chain of people doing the whole stretch, just passing TVs and things to each other, just all the way through.
That'd be
get beautiful. It done in a day. Half a day.
Absolutely beautiful. I guess on related news to that as well, Chicago, there's this talk about their stadium as well. There's a battle with the stadiums going on forever with, are we going to go by the river? We want to go to Arlington Heights, but it's costing so much money that they're now potentially talking about looking at Indiana.
The Indiana Bears sounds awesome.
And to be honest, it's posture and it has to be. The Chicago market's too big to move away from it. They're not going to, but they're just trying to get a bit more leeway with the local government and make that work. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, that's something to watch as well.
If these guys do move, like if the Chiefs move to Kansas, well, when the Chiefs move to Kansas and the Bears do move to Indiana, do we get new divisions? Should we rejig the divisions?
Well, I think, didn't the Colts used to be in the NFC North anyway?
Yeah.
So I don't think the Bears need, because they're not moving Kansas is moving like 40 miles or something stupid like that. It's really not far that they're moving, or 40 minutes away. So neither are moving particularly fast. So they won't. But I had thought that. I went, how's that going to affect things? But I don't think it will. Yeah, we'll see on that.
I feel like we are missing a shake-up. I've been watching the NFL for a decent amount of time, but I don't remember like teams moving, and I don't think the divisions or anything changed in, well, it did in my lifetime, but not when I was a fan. So I kind of feel like I've missed out on seeing the reshuffle. I would love to see that. And it still blows my mind that they were like, oh, it's 1995. We're just going to invent the Jags, or the Jags and Texans were around about that time. It's just like, bam, new team. And I think that's obviously where when the Browns came back in 2000, I think. But it blows my mind now. It was a different beast back then. If tomorrow they were like, hey, 3 new teams, everyone would lose their minds. You wouldn't. It would be insane. But all of a sudden, they were like, yeah, we're just going to expand. Sod it, Carolina. You want a team? Like, yeah, all right, then. We're not going to be very good ever, but let's do it. Like, that's just. Yeah. But maybe. Yeah. Everyone bought in. I really want a banner that just says Joel was right, that I can just drop down every now and again, especially when I'm talking about the Panthers.
Is it going to be? I forget the TV show where they like pull the banner and it's like thinking somebody was right, and it's like, where's the clown? And then like just the skeleton falls down.
That's fantastic.
It's a Family Guy reference. That's what it is. It's a Family Guy reference. It says Peter was right, and there's like loads of balloons falling down. It's like, where's the clown? And then just the skeleton of a clown falls down. It's like, oh, yeah. That's why there was raccoons.
Yeah, I thought this was going to happen a lot sooner. I think it's the kind of like tagline. Yeah, honestly, like whenever the commentary team is sat, I'd be like, and who would have thought the Panthers have a shot at the playoffs? I'm sat on my own in my living room with a whiskey going, me, I did, actually. To no one. The dog is just bemused. Wife's asleep on the settee. It's just me going, me. I've got headphones in. She doesn't even know what I'm replying to. I'm like, actually, Troy Aikman, I think you're fine. Please do continue.
I guess other biggish news we've got to talk about is Pro Bowl as well. So this is quite an interesting one. I sent you a message the other day about, obviously, with the Pro Bowl, part of it is fan vote, part of it is committee, and it's all kind of split up how it gets there. It's a good job it's not all fan vote. Because if it was all fan vote, the NFC team would be the Chicago Bears, because their fans have gone bananas. So just to ranks in Pro Bowl voting, center, Drew Dolman first, he did make the team. Kevin Byard, first, most number of votes for safety, he did make the team. Nashawn Wright, most number of votes for cornerback, he didn't make the team. Weird, bizarre one. Jonah Jackson first, Darnell Wright first, Jaquan Brisker first, Joe Tooney first, he did make the team. Torrey Taylor first, Tremaine Edmonds first, DeAndre Swift first, Devin Duvernay first, Josh Blackwell second, Gervin Dexter second, Caleb third, Colson Loveland third, Montez Sweat third, Tyreek fourth. Theo Benedette was the sixth highest rated tackle, and he doesn't even play as a backup. And that was just off the fan voting in almost every single position apart from fullback, because they don't use one. The Bears had a player top three in just on the fan vote, but I think only 3 made it to the team. So it's quite interesting to see how that turns out. But was
there a social media guy just like coordinating this? Like one like big like Twitter page just been like, right, the vote's out, let's go. Because like
campaigning for it.
Yeah, like Newcastle United have one. His name's Toon Polls. And like you may remember a couple of years ago, we got like Nick Pope trending worldwide #1. Like incredible. For no reason.
This does feel very Peyton Hillis on the cover of Madden, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like when the Browns are just like, we are terrible, but boy, can Peyton Hillis run through a brick wall? And everyone voted him over some pretty decent talent. I think it was 2008 was the Madden cover vote for Peyton Hillis. Yeah. God bless him. Bears fans, the only ones that actually care about the Pro Bowl vote.
Yeah, and it's just purely from retweets. Here's a retweet with every single Bears player on it. Let's just keep retweeting it. And just keep sharing it and sharing it and sharing it. And that's
easy money. I love that.
Yeah. But weird that Nashawn Wright didn't get in. I get that he's the Jameis Winston of cornerbacks. That it's either an interception or a touchdown, but with him it's a touchdown for the other team. But weird that he didn't make it. But yeah, there's quite a few teams obviously that didn't actually get any players in, weren't there? In there. Who else?
Were they two teams that I have a vested interest in, Pete?
Maybe.
I saw the list and sighed.
I just want one.
I'm a Saints fan, a New Orleans Saints fan. I like New Orleans Saints. And for whatever reason, I really enjoy the New York Jets. Neither of those teams got a Pro Bowl shout. Yeah, I almost wore. I've never worn a jersey on this podcast, but out of protest alone, I almost wore a Saints jersey for this one.
What would have been Marcus Colston?
No, I've got a. I'll show it to the crowd.
You got a rep today.
Got really nice gold.
Oh, nice.
I think they only wore it once. But I managed to find like a classic Reebok one on Vinted. Go to Vinted, everybody. Actually, no, don't. Stop outbidding
me. Go to somewhere that's not Vinted.
Yeah, go to eBay. Like, drag those prices
sources.
But yeah, what was the other team that didn't get any Pro Bowl votes? Was it the Titans?
Vikings.
Vikings. Okay. You mean 9? How many did 9 get and how many did McCarthy get? Because that
Probably
splits
split.
the vote, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's exactly what must have happened.
That's it.
So yeah, interesting to see how that goes and how that then compares with the one that actually matters really, which is the All-Pro team come the end of the season. But I like now that it's part of Super Bowl week, isn't it? So
It is, yeah.
And it's flag football, so it helps just with that build-up, which is always a fun week.
Yeah, it's the skills game and flag football, isn't it? Like
yeah,
it'd be fun.
Yeah, keeps it interesting.
Give us something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. And
let me just run through a quick snubs list, because I know that like we've obviously announced there were quite a lot of good players that were in it, but these are players that did not go. So obviously you already mentioned a couple. Trevor Lawrence, he's not going.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence wasn't picked. No. Jared Goff wasn't picked. Jalen Hurts wasn't picked. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Derek Brown for the Panthers, Nashawn Wright, Jordan Brooks, Cameron Hayward, Will Reichard, and DJ Turner are all players that will not be in the Pro Bowl this year, and are all
honestly, I wouldn't have voted for any of them, especially the quarterbacks. Like when you started talking about it, and I was thinking, like, I like Jared Goff, but he's not like blowing the doors off. I don't rate Jalen Hurts, never really have, and even if he is decent, he hasn't been Pro Bowl like worthy. So yeah, there's a few on the Derrick Henry. Obviously, I don't think it's Derrick Henry's fault that he's not been voted for. They keep just not playing him. So it's difficult to be a good player when nobody has seen you play.
The tackle one is the interesting one to me. There's one for AFC and one for NFC. It feels like names have been picked. They've just gone for names for the tackles because Dana Wright should have got at least the reserve spot on the NFC team, and he didn't because he went to Tristan Wirfs. Dana Wright's definitely been better than him this year. Penei Sewell, fair enough, and Trent at San Francisco. But they've just gone for the names. Dana Wright should have been in there. The more bizarre one is that Joe Alt got in on the AFC team. He's played 6 games. How is he getting into the Pro Bowl? Yeah.
Also still on
IR. Yeah. Like, is
They've got to stop letting fans vote on this. No, I've had enough now.
Yeah. Well, this isn't even off the fan vote. This is off the final thing that's with everything else in. Yeah, he's in the team.
Yeah, the fan vote for the Chargers went to Justin Herbert, and he got it. He obviously got in. They also tried to push Keenan Allen, did not get in. I mean, like, he's not been amazing this year. So yeah, those are the guys that they tried to push. But Joe Alt got picked from other people. It was a big thing on Chargers Twitter where they were like, "We didn't do it. We swear this wasn't us."
Incredible stuff. What else we got in the news, Pete?
I think that's all. One more. Sean McVay's made his first ever in-season firing. He fired his special teams coordinator, Chase Blackburn. And that's the first time he's ever done that since he started in 2017, 2018.
Caught him dipping in the till.
He just can't be rubbish.
That'll do it. That'll do it too.
Yeah.
Some Rams conspiracy theories are that Chase Blackburn had a 3-year contract and Sean McVay only has a 1-year contract. So when Sean McVay leaves the Rams, he wants Chase Blackburn to come with him, and it will not cost Chase Blackburn any money because he will get severance for being fired.
Oh God, I love conspiracy theories. That is fantastic. I love it. I genuinely love it, and I hope that happens. McVay to, I don't know, the Steelers, the Rams. Oh no, sorry, the Rams. I was thinking of the Ravens there. Yeah, and then he just pulls back a curtain It's like, yes.
And it's just like Homer's car, just spinning around on a platform.
I was thinking a little bit more at the end of any given Sunday, like, and my starting quarterback.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah. Love that. Yeah. Give me all the conspiracy theories. We need more conspiracy theories, actually. If we could make a conspiracy theory section, that would be fantastic. We'll get some tinfoil hats. We'll make a whole thing. I'll do a graphic that Alex is definitely going to love. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, bonkers.
Can we get Aaron Rodgers' ayahuasca farm to sponsor it?
I reckon that we can get the £4 or £5 that we make from Patreon to pay for a trip for us all. I'll get Murph on it. Don't worry. He's got that CEO money. He can write a check, fly us out, have some mushroom tea, probably with Aaron Rodgers. Like, why the hell not?
Who's definitely not a reject.
No, absolutely not.
Did you both see that video? It was amazing. For anyone that didn't see it, he was interviewed afterwards and he's talking about, we're a bit of a team of rejects here, and that's helped us to bond because we had guys like Adam Thielen, who was a cast-off. It was cast-off was the word he used, wasn't it? He was a cast-off, and this guy was a cast-off, and this guy was a cast-off. And someone said, do you think yourself a cast-off? No, I'm not a cast-off. I'm not a cast-off.
No, not me. No,
I'm going to insult all of my team, but I'm not, despite being let go by the Jets to come to the Steelers.
He's the king of the Isle of Misfit Toys. He saw them all and floated toward them as their savior to take them to a winning season, which they've done every single year for the past however long. But here he is with his 10 wins.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get on to the Steelers in a little bit, but if we've got no more news, bangers, trash, anyone?
Bangers, trash, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Totally original, legal and distinct bangers and trash audio. Back to you in the studio.
Boom. There it is. The beautiful custom message for the bangers and trash that gets Alex every time. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to slip straight into to mine because it comes off of the back of that. Ravens and Steelers. And I'm quoting myself here. Will someone please take the division? I was looking at the standings and like who's in the playoffs, right? And I'm having a little scroll and I'm like, AFC North. Two teams have been eliminated, both the orange ones. But Pittsburgh and Baltimore both have a shot, but neither have clinched. We are going in to like the penultimate week of the season. And it really feels like, no, you go first. No, you go first. It is insane that neither of them currently are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. And I've also said, same goes for you, NFC South, which is the worst version of that, to be fair. They just get the press. Carolina and Tampa Bay, both, neither of them clinched. The other two teams have done. Every other division, the team that is currently topping that division is at least guaranteed a playoff spot, which some say, well, this makes it real exciting. Not to me. Like, I don't care if either the mid Ravens or the mid Steelers make the playoffs. I would just like to know now.
Yeah. We need to know who's going out in wildcard weekend.
Yeah.
So we can plan our diaries accordingly.
Yeah. Who's going to just absolutely get blown away by the Patriots?
Yeah.
In New England.
Yeah, it's the Ravens are such a weird team as well because they showed signs of life, didn't they? They look, there might be something, and then they just completely collapsed in the fourth quarter, and they keep doing it. They keep collapsing. Now I know Lamar went out, and it looks like he's day to day, so he might be there this weekend. So It should be okay. But yeah, it's
also prayers for anybody, by the way, starting Lamar Jackson to get into your fancy playoffs. I started him in a couple of leagues. Oh boy, I thought Josh Allen was bad this week.
Well, he cost me a cash league, which was very, very frustrating. Josh Allen, thanks for that. But Lamar Jackson's cost me all season because you keep going, but he'll probably be healthier this week. He'll turn it around. He's Lamar Jackson, and then you can find
you've got to start it. That's the problem.
Yeah. And then I dropped him 1 week and he put up nearly 30 points. I put him back in and he just turned back into a pumpkin. I'm like, come on, dude. But yeah, neither of them are
Sick
good
Cinderella reference, by the way, for anybody who wasn't listening to the show that we weren't recording. Pete and I both went to the Panto today to see Cinderella. 2 different Pantos.
Yeah, how weird. And for anybody that's American or Polish that's watching this and doesn't know what a panto is, that's an experience.
Anybody who doesn't know what a panto is, go watch the Keith Sutherland movie about pantos and watch Rebel Wilson do the absolute worst Yorkshire accent you've seen in your entire life. It is so bad. It might be the worst accent ever filmed on camera. She had 4 days to prepare, and for whatever reason, she's a lead in that movie. It is so incredibly bad.
The only thing that makes that movie not a Hallmark movie is A, it's meant to be English. B, it features 2 people that are A-list celebrities. And C, it's on Netflix. All of which now should be a mark of a Hallmark movie. That movie is awful. It is arguably the worst movie I've seen this year.
It was all filmed in Knaresborough as well, Pete. It's supposed to be some like random place, but like you can see the arches of the viaduct and all of that stuff. That's real. That's local bald knowledge for
yeah, just down the road. I can go like that guy that takes photographs of film sets and just overlays the pole.
And just holds it up and be like, that's where Rebel Wilson said something about grey there. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, just absolutely just trash. Absolute trash. Rebel Wilson's right in there. I forgot how I ended up getting onto that.
I have absolutely no idea. But
you said about Lamar Jackson turning into a pumpkin.
There we go.
We're back.
Back on track. And and it has to be said that Steelers, they didn't want to win it against the Lions. They battered the Lions. It looks really, really comfortable. And then they just went, nah. Do you know what I love most about NFL games? I love that they only last 56 minutes. NFL games lasting 56 minutes is perfect. It means I can get home and spend some time with the wife and kids. What do you mean 60 minutes? Oh, nuts. They just fell off a cliff at the end of that game. It was absolutely horrendous. Absolute shambles to finish that. Plus the reffing.
It's clocking out early for Christmas is what it is. I thoroughly appreciate that. I was saying to you both before, like I tried to get finished for 2:00 on Friday, didn't, still had to like fumble at the end of my own work day, and that's exactly what happened.
Just bonkers. And are we talking about this anywhere else? Anyone wanted to talk about the crazy ending to this game?
Go for it. Let's just get it in there.
Do you want to take the lead on this one, Alex?
I really don't. Not at all, because this thing it was painful to watch. So please go for it, because it is. I just wanted to say sorry to Mike Tomlin, because I thought he should get fired 3 weeks ago.
Public apology. Who had that on their bingo card for today? Alex apologizing to Mike Tomlin. I didn't see the end to this. I heard about it. So watching it, was it worse?
Yeah. So Lions had opportunity to score game-winning touchdown. They threw it forward, and Amon-Ra St. Brown just ploughed straight into Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey stood still.
Brown I saw the push off. Yeah.
Pushed off, which was a pass interference.
Yeah, basically clotheslining.
Yeah. Player, I can't remember who was it. It was the ball carrier. Was it Gibbs? Came round for the rushing touchdown. Didn't quite get to the line.
It was Jared Goff.
Was it? Oh, no, because it was before it got to Goff. I think it was Gibbs ran round with the ball. Defender tackled him, pushed him back about 6 yards, got lateraled to Goff, who then ran it.
It was St. Brown. So St. Brown pushes off Ramsey, comes back before the 1 yard line, receives the ball, and then gets pushed 6 yards. The play should be dead, but he laterals it, and then Jared Goff. I don't know how Jared Goff got the end zone, by the way. No idea. But
Yeah, it looked a wild play. The whistle went in the middle of it, didn't it? So there was a whistle in the middle of the play, and then the ball went in, and then all the refs had someone going, how do we handle this? And the ruling was, on the field of play, there was a touchdown scored by the offense, but then there was a pass interference play by St. Brown. So the play was null, but the time had run out before the play ended. So it's game over. It was a touchdown. Touchdown rolled off, game over. It shouldn't ever have actually been a touchdown. It should have been the play was stuffed at the 1 yard line, game over, and that's the runoff. It was
Credit
just
to the ref, by the way, for absolutely trolling the crowd and being like, "It was a touchdown." Everyone cheers. But then, yeah, also, by the way, there was this other thing. And then left.
Yeah.
Like, all right, okay. So what happened? Which added to the confusion because why announce it as a touchdown? You say there was, flags were thrown before the touchdown happened.
Yeah.
And then explain it. I listened to the audio of like when the whistle went and whatnot. And there, if you listen, I don't want to say carefully, but if you're listening, yes, there's a slight whistle. And then after the impact, there is a bigger whistle. So I can understand there being a I didn't hear it, I carried on like plowing through type of thing. It was so weird, so strange.
The flags
what a way to end the game.
late as well.
Yeah.
Like so late. And we've glossed over refereeing in the league this season because it's been abhorrent at times.
Yeah.
And I disagreed with both of you. I didn't think it was an offensive pass interference, mainly because I wanted St. Brown to win the game for them and do that. And B, I think that the flag was so late that there needs to be some juxtaposition of this. You can't, like, the minute the play's just about to die, you can't then just throw the flag and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, 30 seconds ago there was a foul. Yeah, we're just going to rewind it and do that." That's not the way that should work.
No, there was quite one from Blandino. I'll see if I can find it while you guys are talking. That he explained it quite well, but I still thought it was a bit off.
Well, I was just going to say, yeah, we've not really mentioned refereeing much, and any eagle-eyed viewers will know that Alex is a massive fan of referees of the past with the three that he's got signed on the wall behind him. I think one of them is called Alan, and, you know, he just legend of the game. Love to just get out there and hold the rules.
Yeah, I can't find this Blandino one. It's a good explanation for it. So killed those rules. Sorry.
That's fair enough. What an absolute cluster at the end of that one. Somebody bring me up. Let's. We've gone very trash heavy to start banging some trash this week. Let's have a banger. What do we enjoy?
Aaron Rodgers.
Be still.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. I've got to do it. Aaron Rodgers, during the Steelers 3-game winning streak, 783 yards, 5 touchdowns, 8 throws that are deemed big time by PFF. Yeah.
Are you all right? Because like so far you've apologized to Tomlin, and now you're saying that Aaron Rodgers was a banger.
Yeah. Also, I really appreciated him absolutely trash talking all of the Lions because he was the one that was mic'd up this week for the Steelers.
Of course he was.
So like he went on a rushing touchdown, and by the way, Aaron Rodgers had more rushing yards this week than Jahmyr Gibbs.
Don't. I started Gibson fancy.
So there's that stat, and then he goes on a rushing around about 9 yard scramble and doesn't get hit. So one of the Lions players falls over. He goes to help up the Lions player, and the Lions player completely brushes him off. And he's like, "Oh, you don't want to help me up? Why? Because you're slower than a 42-year-old. You're trash." And just runs off. And I'm like, this is the Aaron Rodgers I love. The guy that can still fling like deep balls, still be mint, and still like absolutely talk his talk and walk his walk. That's the Aaron Rodgers we want. That's the Aaron Rodgers we've got. Mike Tomlin is the guy that's done it. Well done, Mike. I apologize. I wanted you to get sacked. You've now got 200 career wins, by the way, in the NFL. There's only 7 other guys that have done that in the history of the NFL. Big up Mike Tomlin for that one.
Yeah, fair play to him.
That is mad, but But I think like part of it is because you don't get a lot of long-standing coaches. Like he really has kept that job, and look, he's had a winning season every single time. I don't know how many years in a row we're talking now.
19.
Jeez, 2 decades almost of the Steelers sneaking over the line. And look at all of the Super Bowls they have. Incredible stuff.
Is it
one? Is it one that Tomlin's got? Yeah. He came in a season or two after they'd last won one, hadn't he?
Yeah.
And then he's got one. Yeah, cool. Wow. Good work there.
I saw a really funny post on Reddit where somebody said the difference between Mike Tomlin and Jim Harbaugh at Baltimore, John Harbaugh at Baltimore, is that Harbaugh makes great teams mid and Tomlin makes bad teams mid. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Oh, it's a mid-off. Please tell me that they're going against one another at the end. It's all leading towards that, isn't it?
No,
it's Ravens, Packers, Steelers, Browns this week. Please, good God, scheduling gods. Steelers, Ravens in week 18. Here we go. They're both going to lose this week. And then it's going to be winning in week 18. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, that would be...
Steelers lose, Ravens win. That would be fine as well.
Yeah. Looking forward to it, actually. It should be a good game because we need it to be a good game. The fans deserve it after what they've put up for being the most disappointing winning record teams. Bananas. Yeah.
You've got to be happy though, Pete. Aaron Rodgers did his little brothers a favor and put the Bears guaranteed into the playoffs. No.
Yeah, I think I probably cheered more than most Steelers fans at the end of that game when that result came through. That finally,
all the shenanigans, flags and whistles, and Pete's like,
yeah, pressure's kind of off. I mean, there's still a potential that in 2 weeks the Bears are in play for the 1 seed, so it could be that. But also, it could also be that if the Bears lose to the Lions on that last week, all it means is that the Packers don't get into the playoffs. There is still a possibility that that's there. It's like, that could be good.
That's massively insane. I can't believe
would that. Oh my God, that is the biggest just middle finger mic drop that the Bears could do this season. Is intentionally lose that game so that the Packers don't get in the playoffs.
Just bench everyone and be like, "We're in the playoffs. We've got it."
Yeah. We just got to rest. That's all. It's nothing about you guys.
Who's your backup QB? Is it still Mitch Trubisky?
No, he's at the Bills. It's Tyson Bagent. Tyson Bagent. His dad's
Put the words out of my mouth, Alex.
He's got Tyson and Case Keenum as well. But do you remember the guy on Hard Knocks? His dad is the arm wrestling champion. I don't know. I keep doing this.
Oh yeah. This guy. Yeah. I know it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just glossed over this incredible fact that there is an arm wrestling champion and is someplace in the NFL and is a quarterback and has got a killer arm. Let's gloss over that. Case Keenum still has a job in the NFL.
Do you know what? He is a fantastic clipboard holder. He is the emergency quarterback and practice squad. So yeah, but apparently a really, really good guy, just helpful for coaching apparently. So I think he's there in just kind of like an advisory coaching role, emergency QB type thing.
They don't have the heart to get rid of him is what it is. It's like, Case is back. He's brought his own clipboard, man. He's had it monogrammed. What's he doing? Okay, right. Bring him in.
Does Josh Rosen just have multiple embossed dartboards with different QBs' faces on them that shouldn't be in the NFL? So
isn't Josh Rosen selling houses? Don't they all go into real estate? Isn't that the plan?
So in his open house, it's like, oh, cool. There's darts board, a great dart set. Yeah. This week it's Case Keenum. Yeah, this week it's Case Keenum. Last week it was Tyler Bronson or whoever the Vikings backup is.
Oh, Max Bronson, yeah.
That guy. And the week before, it's
Phil Rivers.
It's got to be Phil Rivers at some point, hasn't it?
Phil Rivers as well. Phil Rivers is there.
What are we doing?
What are we doing here? Like, yeah, Josh Rosen's just seething while he's getting 30,000 commission for selling this 3-bedroom property in, I don't know, Missouri.
Quick shout out to whoever it was that pointed out that Brock Purdy versus Phil Rivers looked like a Disney movie where a father and son ended up going against each other in the Super Bowl. Oh God, that was good. Like, there are just some jokes that land perfectly.
Yeah.
I would have liked that in a Freaky Friday situation where Phil Rivers ends up in the body of Brock Purdy and vice versa, and like, you wouldn't last a day being me with my 10 children and having to carry a franchise on my back. It's like, screw you, old man. I'm a 49er. Everyone I know is probably injured. You know, that kind of wonderful.
Do you want another cute 49ers moment about
Yes,
Rivers?
please.
So 49ers GM John Lynch used to play in the NFL.
Yep, of course did.
Used to be in the NFL. Lynch was the second NFL player ever to sack Philip Rivers.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Lynch is also the DB that injured Drew Brees that then made Philip Rivers start.
Wow. God, the wheels of fate really spun a web there, didn't they? Look at that mixed metaphor. Take that home.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sometimes my stats are absolutely mint and they're actually really cool. Other ones I just pull off like meme sites off Twitter, and I'm just like I'll just like find them and I'll be like, this is really funny. It will probably drive Joel up the wall.
You can tell that the future Mrs. Other One is away this week, can't you? Like, Alex is just out of pocket right now. Just where is he pulling all of this from? Man's got the time.
Man does not have the time next week though when the family's back. So like, oh, I'm not allowed to watch. You had a weekend off. Now you're going to spend time with me at Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, segue. Christmas Day.
I actually found out the future. The future Other One's father really likes the NFL this weekend. So I actually found out he really likes the NFL. So I probably could get him to watch the Christmas Day game. So
I genuinely thought you were going to say I could get him to watch the podcast. Then I thought we'd get one fan.
No. He's one of those guys that if he watched the podcast, everything that I said was dumb, he would bring up all the time.
This is the Christmas dinner fight that I'm here for, Alex. I'm just saying, it's like, hey, your mate's take on Phil Rivers, I think it's really unfair, actually. I know you apologize to Aaron Rodgers, but I went back a few weeks, and all you've done is, I think he's got some good ideas.
All I've seen is you just talking, right? You're just talking. Where's your actual doing anything? Like, what are you doing? Where's this going?
Clip this out. Get it to the father-in-law. Let's do it.
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Feliz Navidad.
There we go. Just because he'll never see this. His name is also Keith. So it fits.
Of course it is. Of course it is. It was in my head. He was a Keith that I was playing. That's the role that I envisioned for him. So what up, Keith? Welcome. If ever Alex is busy, just join us and tell us your hot takes. It'd be fantastic. I'm going to slip into a banger that both me and Peter put down, and I assume Alex would if we had both. Anyway, Thursday night football. Good God. Or what Friday morning football for us over here that don't do any work on a Friday. Good God. I just can't. I want to watch it again. I want to watch it now. Like, it was so good. I just can't believe it. And I like both the teams anyway. I feel like color combination wise, like they're just a pleasure to watch on the eyeballs. And then it was also a good game. God damn. I don't have any stats, facts, and figures. I just want to say good damn a bunch.
it had everything.
It was
just Puka Nakua. He made some questionable decisions off the field last week. But he was very, very good on the field this week. It just that touchdown pass where Stafford sold the defenders with his eyes, and he's looking off to the side and just goes, just side pass it through to Puka was just absolutely beautiful. You had monster runs from Kenneth Walker in there as well. You had defensive plays. You had big passes. You had 2-point conversions. You had everything in this game. The absolute works. It was absolutely captivating from start to finish. I loved it.
Yeah, and incredible stuff. It helps that Stafford and Puka were my starters in one of the things on my bangers list. My winners get dinners dynasty team. So going in to Saturday, because there were games on Saturday as well, to the rest of the week, starting on an 87-point lead. Boy, was that nice from two players. Anyway, Murph. It was against Murph, by the way. I knocked Murph out of Dynasty. Yeah, took him out. Flagship show. Say what you will. He started Joe Burrow, outscored Matt Stafford, didn't he?
Yeah.
He started somebody else that outscored. Basically, it really ended up coming to the wire, but I walked in with like my entire chest, like, I don't need to look at my fantasy team this weekend. I already have 87 points. Anyway, I just scraped it and beat him by 10. I should not have started the Seahawks defense to go with my Matt Stafford. But I didn't want to drop them because I wanted to start them this week in the final.
Okay.
So there we go.
You don't want to carry two.
But yeah, go. It's going to be really, really difficult for anyone to top that game this, at least regular season wise, for me. And I saw a stat in all of the years of Thursday night football. That's the first time ever that two teams have had 11 wins each going into it. So
wow.
Two very good teams playing on a Thursday night. It got real prime time, real quick, divisional. Just beautiful cinema. That should be the Super Bowl. I don't care. Find a way.
Yeah, it felt very NFC Championship game, didn't it? And it'd be an all-time great as well if it had been. And I mean, it's an all-time great anyway. It was just a phenomenal game. I absolutely adored watching it. Kenneth Walker just looked obscene. I know I mentioned it a second ago, but some of those runs that he did, just storming through. And again, on top of all of that, you had the Rams up by 16 points in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes later, it's a tie. And then you had that bananas, most ridiculous 2-point conversion to tie it up, where passed it backwards, pass tipped, everyone thought the play's dead. So nobody's playing, and Charbonnet just picks the ball up just to pass it to the ref. Oh, you got a touchdown. What? Just absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
It felt like a bit of a record scratch. I bet you're wondering how I got here. I just picked it like, oh? It's just a ref stood next to him being like, fair enough. Well played.
There was this sword in a stone. Do you know what to do with it? It was just
absolutely.
And then
I'm just having a look now. I didn't realize the ramifications of this weekend. The Rams are third in the NFC West.
Yeah.
What?
And probably
somehow the Niners are above them.
Yeah, and they're going to be playing away from home through the playoffs. Because, well, probably.
I don't think it matters.
No.
The Rams are one of them teams I trust wherever they go because nobody shows up. Like, LA games are not home games. It's tourists and traveling fans. So the Rams, we said earlier, like they left Missouri, the original team to do it, like Kansas, been there, done that. God, I called it earlier in the season. 3 of the teams from the NFC West were going to make it. Fine. I was wrong about the Seahawks. I had the Cardinals going in, but clinched is the Seahawks, the 49ers, and the Rams, who are on 12, 11, 11 wins. And going into the final 2 weeks, that could all be shuffled up in whatever order. But no matter what, the NFC is the most fun side of the playoffs this year, without doubt. Because if you've already got the Rams and Seahawks in there, which bangers. I like the 49ers. I know there's a lot of hate going for them at the moment. There's going to be either Carolina or Tampa. Just bangers. Whatever happens, Chicago are in, and either Green Bay or Detroit could also make it as well. Great teams to look at. And then, boo, the Eagles. That's it. The Super Bowl winners are the only uninteresting team, in my opinion, in the NFC.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. What a time to start a podcast. What a great season that we really chose here. Like, we just, good luck, 2026, us. We'll have dialed in the format, but there is no way you can, like, come off the back of this. We're really going to hit that sophomore slump, aren't we? Like, our rookie season is right there.
Yeah. And what I think is going to be quite fun on this as well is you've got 3 teams there in that NFC West. All of them could finish as the 1 seed. All of them could finish as the 7 seed. It's bananas. How many of those teams could finish first or 7th? They can. The Bears can. Maybe the Packers. I don't know if they can get to 1 seed with the 2 games left. I think they can because they've got the. Oh, they're on 9, aren't they? They're not on 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they can't get it.
They've got the tie, which means they can't.
Yeah. So you've got 4 teams that could get 1st or 7th. It's just absolutely bananas. And it has to be said as well on that last play, the brass for the Seahawks to say, you know, we're going to go for 2 here. To just say we're going to do this, win or lose, we're going to go for it on 2 and to hit it. And Darnold was rubbish. He got sacked. He had 2 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. Then Rashid Shaheed gets that punt return touchdown, and everything changes. And I'll kind of come onto this in a little bit about this kind of momentum thing. But he's talking about it. You can see him going from this is an awful game, is a shambles, to touchdown in overtime, touchdown when he needed to win, and 3 consecutive 2-point conversions. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. It was just, I actually watched it again this morning. I enjoyed that game so much.
Good.
Even knowing what was coming, it was just still so much fun to watch. And I'd happily see a replay of that in the playoffs.
We've glazed a lot. Alex, bring it down. You got any trash? What do you not like? Give us some like booze, thumbs down.
Can I drag the Patriots record, please?
Interesting take, please.
So the Patriots are 12-3. Tied for the best record this.
Yeah, boo, 12-3. Got it. Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy.
And the Giants are 2-13. They're tied for the worst record.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots have only beaten 2 teams above 500 this year. The Giants have also beaten 2 teams over 500 this year.
Going into the season, we knew that the Patriots had the strength of season and were touted as one to look out for to make the playoffs. So understandably, seeing them now and going, oh, they're the number 1 seed, what the hell is going on? And forgetting that preseason, everyone said, oh, they've got an incredibly good schedule. That's going to be like part of the thing that goes into it. I guess recency bias is probably the boo that I would put on there. I don't blame the Patriots; they can't help the teams that they go against. But the Giants have had apparently every opportunity to play some real bad teams and still only get a couple of wins. I think I might have said it last week or I dreamt it. I don't know, but I'm going to segue this slightly to the Giants. I don't see them missing anything on their team and getting a reasonable or, either a really great stud with the first pick or cashing that out and getting a bunch of like pretty great depth. They could be dangerous in a division where everyone's kind of up for the taking. They're one step away from being whatever the division is with the Steelers.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem with the Pats record per se. I like Drake May and his real wholesome wife.
I think we talked about it last week. I don't have. You're right. You can only beat the teams in front of you. I'm not going to drag anybody for who they beat. They should have beat the Bills last week, and the 2 games they've got left are home to the Jets and then away to the Dolphins. They're winning out, and they should have had the 1 seed locked up. It should be an absolute piece of cake. The fact that they haven't is a shame. But Drake May's a stud. They've got a fantastic head coach. I just don't want them to be this good this soon, as we've said before.
What I would really like? I would like them to maybe win a single playoff game and then get knocked out and be like, next year, buddy. Because I don't want to go straight from the Chiefs being dominant back to the Patriots because ESPN and the NFL Network and CBS and everybody are going to be insufferable.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, no, we've lost the Chiefs. Oh, great news. We can just talk about Tom Brady again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would really like, though? I'd really like them to go to the AFC Championship game or the NFC Championship game, whichever one it is, and get battered. And then
Possible.
Get absolutely battered and then have a Commanders level fall off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they are. I'm going to put a list together probably in the off season of the 20, 26, 27, or I guess 25, 26 fall off. Who are the Commanders Award, and they could well be on there if that happens in the playoffs, where all of a sudden they just go from everything to nothing. Which you chuck in like Denver in there as well, who are a surprise. Obviously, it feels like kicking a blind puppy, but the Panthers, if they make the playoffs, then are they going to be the team that goes from playoffs to not playoffs? So there'll be a few of those, but yeah, I could see it. I would just like, they're in the playoffs regardless, and even if they went up to it, even if you're looking at every single other team in the AFC that has made the playoffs or will make the playoffs, I just think New England could beat them. They've got a shot against Buffalo. They've got a shot against the Jags. They've got a shot against Denver. I think the Chargers are probably the toughest out of the ones that I'm listing right now. Houston could be an absolute problem. I don't worry about Pittsburgh, Baltimore. So the chances of New England getting knocked out are pretty slim. It's Jags, Texans, Buffalo. They're the 3 that have got the shot. Denver, Chargers. No, I can see New England just doing it like.
Yeah, I think the way it's looking, Pats and Denver are going to miss each other until the championship game. Because of seeding, they're not going to get there until that championship game. I think. I know what you're going to say, but that's what I'm thinking.
Go on, Alex. Who's not making it?
No, I'm just saying. But that's only if Denver get their 1 seed.
Well, if Denver get the 2 seed, they're still going to miss each other, aren't they? Because that's how the seeding works.
Yeah, 1 and 2 would be on the opposite ends.
Yeah.
Would they be the 2nd seed if they won the division? No.
What? Sorry.
Well, their win-loss is better than anybody else, yeah.
Currently. If Denver do not win out the rest of this season because they've got a difficult game this week and then they've got the Chargers finally, right?
Yeah.
If the Chargers win out this season and Denver do not, the Chargers will win the division and Denver will. Yeah, they'll have 13 wins. They'll be over. There'll be 1 win over Denver. So then, where would Denver slip down to ninth.
5th seed.
They would slip to the 5th seed. So then,
Yeah.
if that happened and the Patriots win out, which we think the Patriots are going to, the Patriots would then get 1 seed. So would they see them if they were in the 5th seed?
Yeah, the 1 and
Potentially.
well, it'd be 1 and 6, wouldn't it? 2 and 5. I guess maybe, yeah. Second meet. But it'd still be pretty tough.
I'm grasping at straws, but like I'm saying maybe because I don't think they're winning the division.
Yeah. I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
The Broncos, by the way, not the Patriots. The Patriots are definitely winning their division.
I really wish I could queue up the episode where Alex jumped off of the Chargers.
I don't believe it existed. It don't exist.
Funny, there wasn't an episode 12 for whatever reason. Given everybody, Pete, who did you hop off and hop on that episode? I just want to wonder if do you remember?
I can't remember off the top of my head, if I'm completely honest.
See, it didn't exist. Didn't exist.
I remember I hopped onto the Jags. I can't remember who I hopped off. And I was justified because the Jags again, that number 1 seed.
Did we all just have a weird mypothic dream where we were somehow connected?
Is this the Gas League episode from season from Community? Is that where we're at right now? Go on, Pete. Give us a banger. Keep us up.
Right. Is it that time of the week?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fine. Alex and I have
Yes.
got things to do. Correspondence.
So there's a couple of things. We talked about momentum earlier on. I'm bearing with you.
There he is.
Yeah.
We talked about momentum earlier on and how it changes. And momentum is a real thing. So I think we need to, and how much it matters. And we said earlier on in the season about the Bears keep winning close games. They keep winning these games, and psychologically, it will have an impact, both positively for them and negatively for their opponents. And now, the most fourth quarter comebacks for any QB under 25, tied with Peyton Manning. But in this game, the Packers were the better team. They were. Love went out. It wasn't a dirty hit. It was a foul. Fine. It was not a dirty hit. I'm not buying that at all. Love ducked. It was aiming at shoulder. It was pad leveled with his shoulder. Love ducked to hit him. It was an awful hit. I didn't like to see it. But it didn't really change the game because, as we said earlier on, Malik Willis came in and was great. He was really, really good. He ran the ball well. He passed the ball well. He was accurate. The team didn't seem to change. Romeo Doubs had a great game. Scored a touchdown to go ahead, was really good. Then fumbled the onside kick. And then from there, the Packers just lost their mind. Absolutely lost it. And the Bears just trampled all over them from there through to the end of the game. Two of the most ridiculous plays. Jade Walker, who is a bit like the Bears' Tesla, only makes banging catches. You won't have seen him because he's not played for the team since preseason. But if you watch any of the Bears in preseason, because either you're a Bears fan or you're looking for punishment, he made some obscene, like practically horizontal diving toe tap passes at the sideline. A great one down the seam against the Chiefs, another one against the Dolphins. He looks unreal in the preseason, and he was an undrafted free agent rookie. He's been on the practice squad, came in because Odunze and Luther Burden were out, made the game-tying touchdown, dropped his cool Juby slide celly, which was nice as well. And that momentum just rolled through, and suddenly everything worked. The Bears were just feeling it, and the Packers were nervous and they were making silly mistakes. And that touchdown pass from Caleb to DJ Moore to win the game, unbelievable. The context of it, it was from his own 45-yard line and 5 yards into the end zone, so it was 60 yards through the air on an absolute dime. DJ Moore caught it while Keyshawn Wright's hands were like this over his head. It was like a face hugger. He couldn't see anything, but all he had to do was that, and the ball was perfectly placed. PFF have a thing where they score passes. So any touchdown pass will give it a 0, a +1, a +2. That was a +2 score. So it adds 2 to Caleb's PFF score for the game. That's the only one of them that's happened this season, and only the 31st that's happened all time. And I was watching the PFF pod. They did like a breakdown of each game, and they were like, "Here's some of the ones that have been +2 in the past." The pass to Santonio Holmes was one, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but they mentioned like 3 or 4 passes. Like, I know that one. You just say it's the Santonio Holmes catch. Like, okay, yeah, I know that one. It's a Rashee Rice catch. The person that's got the most of them all time, I think, is Mahomes with 4, all to
Hill?
Tyreek. Yeah. So it was a phenomenal game, and I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is the best game of the season." It's like, because it was such a big game. Like, it's not even the best game of the week, but obviously for Bears fans, it was huge. It was a really, really big deal. But I thought the Packers prepped well. Is it Hafley, the Packers defensive coordinator? He's definitely getting a head coaching job at the end of this season. He schemed so well. They didn't seem to miss Micah. They played really, really well. They got lots of pressure against a very good offensive line. Offensively, they did really, really well. So, yeah, I thought it was a brilliant game. The Bears' winning mentality won out in the end. And it's just the edits from it because of Caleb Williams when he threw the pass, halfway through the air, just put his hands in his pocket and just turned around and just hit the Cole Palmer. Just was like completely chill. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's been really nice this last couple of weeks to see DJ Moore coming to life as well, which is really great for him and for Chicago and NFL in general.
Yeah.
Are we still calling this? Sorry to interrupt you, Joe. Are we still calling this the Cole Palmer Selly, or is it
trademarked, hasn't it?
something else?
Well, thing is, because it's Cole Palmer, it's not even his, is it? He said it was one of his teammates from the City Youth Squad. I can't remember who it was that did it first, and he copied it.
Oh, Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers, thank you.
Yes, it's the Cold Rogers.
Yeah.
Which is great for Bears fans.
and he was asked about, is it the Collins? Like, yeah. And it's really interesting. If you watch the interview afterwards, they were talking to Caleb. He was like, is this, I think it was after last week, he said, is this the Cole Palmer? He's like, oh yeah, he's a baller. And the way he was talking, he's like, I'm being really, really respectful. And you could tell he has no idea who Cole Palmer is. I bet he's seen a video of someone doing this and going, that's cool. But he has he doesn't watch it. He's got no idea. But he was being really playful. Yeah, he's a baller. He's really, really good. And yeah, I liked it. So I picked that one up.
Yeah, absolutely wrong. On the game, I watched it. I love the Game Pass in 40. Just snaps, nothing else. Just every single snap of the game. Oh, it's worth like paying the zone. And the game in 40, usually about 40 minutes. This one was 40 minutes. So when I start it, I never look at the timeline to see how long's left because I don't like to know. So I'm like, this is a 40-minute game is always in regulation. So you can imagine my surprise eating a Rudolph-shaped crumpet to just really hammer home the Christmassy British vibes. That when I saw there was an onside kick, I was like, it's a 40-minute game, so I know there's no overtime. The game in 40 is 56 minutes if there is overtime. Yeah. So I'm thinking they haven't got this. Usually at that point, I wouldn't even be looking. I genuinely was aghast when that hit. And immediately I was like, oh my God, I don't know if Pete's awake. I don't know if he's seen this. I need to talk to somebody. And I had to wait and see whether or not either of you two had watched it. I felt like I had a secret that no one knew. And I was like, oh, God. Anyway, you were up at like 3 a.m. worried about whether or not the Bears were going to beat the Packers, weren't you, Pete?
Yeah, I was like, I won't stay up and watch it at 1:20 because I need to get some beauty sleep. And
that was silly.
and then didn't sleep because I was just like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So I watched because at that point, the Game of 40 wasn't up. The ad-free replay wasn't up. So I was like, right, I'm just going to have to watch the live game, just start from the beginning and just fast forward every single ad and play catch up. So like 4 o'clock, I'm in the spare bed like this because I don't want to wake anybody else up. Like going ballistic at these things, but I can't go to screen.
Watching it on a 6-inch screen.
Yeah.
Covers like your Game Boy in the 90s.
Well, the thing is, I had my laptop nearby, so I was like, I'll watch it on my laptop, but I didn't have my charger with me. And just as they were measuring out or trying to rule on the onside kick, battery died. Yeah, all the drama. So I had to switch to my phone and watch it. But yeah, what an unbelievable experience. That's now, it's bananas, isn't it? So it's 2-2. And that's probably right on the course of things since Caleb's been there, Bears and Packers. But in that time, the Packers won 1 because of a blocked field goal. Last week, the Bears really should have tied that one up, or potentially even won it because they're probably going to go for 2. They had more time. Caleb rushed it. That was daft. They won it with a walk-off field goal last game of last season. And then that one, it's been so close. And it does bode well for week 1 of the playoffs when the Bears will inevitably facing the Packers. It's going to happen in Soldier Field in week 1. It's almost certain at this point. So yeah, it's been what a game. Absolutely loved it. And Josh Jacobs, rubbish. He just did not look well at all. Didn't look healthy. He's been playing.
Bunch of people out of the fantasy playoffs. Got to respect that. I didn't go up against him. Didn't really care for it. I'm going to keep the bangers rolling. The New Orleans Saints. The tank is dead. Long live fighting the NFC South for a playoff spot. I stuck it in the bangers because I've been trying to tank the Saints, and then all of a sudden that my narrative is all over the spot. Like I was like, yes, shook, I'm in, let's do it. And then the Saints sucked. I was like, great move, let's get some like draft capital. And now we're at the point where Pete basically had to convince me. And didn't take much convincing. He's just like, don't tank, just embrace it, get some wins. Like Shook will be your guy. And I'm like, yeah, okay, right, that's it. We've switched. The tank is dead, which means fine, we've got our QB. We'll get him, top 10 draft pick probably. And looking at the NFC South, we don't need the number 1 draft pick to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
All we've got to do is win 9 games. And there's loads of games. We can win 9. Like, why the hell not?
Exactly. And like we said, you've got a 45-year-old QB, so let him get the wins in while he can. He's the oldest rookie outside of a Disney Plus show. So let's let him get him. And if he is the guy and you can get wins with him, then that's way more important than 4 or 5 picks up, isn't it? It's a big deal.
I keep wanting to say he's wise beyond his years, but he isn't. Because he's the years. He's just wise. So whatever rookie comes in, he can put his arm around them and be like, I remember when I first started in the NFL last season. Let me tell you about being a QB for the New Orleans Saints. So yeah, just absolutely, let's do it. Let's just ride this dumpster fire while the every other team seems to be cannibalizing themselves. We'll just, I would just like to see the Saints in the playoffs again. So at this point, QB's fine, running backs doing good, defense is decent enough to keep on going. Olave apparently is the worst thing that I could have traded away at the beginning of this season in a dynasty league. Yeah, that was. But who knew that Shook was going to come in and connect with the guy on a spiritual level? So yeah, let's just do it. Let's just go out there and win some games. I can just have fun watching the Saints again and not hope they lose. Going to keep them out of my accumulators each week because God knows what Saints team are going to show up.
Yeah.
But we're really going to go for 9 wins next season. Maybe 10. Maybe hit double digits. Who knows?
And do you know what? Kellen Moore is a good play caller. He's got a good head coach. He only needs a game manager. He did his rate of passing and his play is positive. So if he can get a league average QB, if Shuck can elevate to that level, that can probably be enough. If they can work on the defense and get weapons around him and build through the draft that way, there's still a lot of potential there. So it could be interesting next season. I'm really excited to see what we can do.
I think you'll win out.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think you'll win out. I think you'll win out the
Let's
rest of
get
the
the
season.
wins.
I really do. I think that's my other millionth hot take of this podcast, because apparently that's all I've been dropping today. But yeah, I think you win out.
Who have they got in their remaining games?
I will find out for you now.
Just having a look now. Titans Falcons.
I think you'll win out.
I'm right there with you, Alex. Interestingly, so the Saints had one of the worst buy tickets now prices last week at $13. It's up to 51.
Oh, okay.
If you find yourself in New Orleans, pop over and watch. Oh no, it's at the Titans. If you find yourself in Tennessee, go and chuck $50 down and go watch the Saints versus Titans, and then spend $33 watching the Saints Falcons in Week 18. Talk amongst yourselves. The dog just keeps barking. She's outside, bless her.
Okay. Before we completely move off the Saints, do we wait till he comes back to mention the greatest New Orleans Saint of all time?
No, we can. No, let's wait for Joel to mention that. But I will talk about the. I won't say anything actually. He's the man's back.
I could hear you.
So yeah, the goat.
Even my dog is black and gold. Oh, you should go.
Oh my god!
That's right.
We've descended. We're on episode 20, and now we've descended to pets.
You need guest hosts, don't you? Offers a different viewpoint. It's really low down.
Just have to go wake somebody else up now. That's great.
So yeah, let's talk about the unique stat then from
New Orleans Saint Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill. Is that where we're going here?
That's where we're going to go to New Orleans Saint Taysom Hill. Before we do, what does Taysom Hill mean to a New Orleans Saint fan?
He's decimated the salary cap for so many years. He's absolutely prevented a lot of money going elsewhere, is what he's done. But as a fan of just the insane things that they keep doing with him, you just gotta love to see it, haven't you? I can't think of anything better than here's Taysom Hill lining up at kicker. Just whatever it is, just put him out there. It does not matter. I watched Drew Brees talk about him a few weeks ago, and he was saying just how much he loved having Taysom Hill on the team. Because it was either I could take a rest and he can take a few snaps, or he can be in at tight end, or he can block, or he'll run one in. It's just, as a QB, that's a great thing to have. I'm thoroughly shocked at how much money they've been paying him. And it would be interesting if they could have found a way to get him a Super Bowl, because nothing screams incredible good Lifetime movie than Taysom Hill running in a touchdown in the Super Bowl, or catching one, or just doing everything he possibly could do. So credit
Just
to the guy. But Alex, give us the stats. I just like to hear them. I know them, but I like to be read to.
He is the only player since 1950 with 1,000 plus rushing, receiving, and passing yards in a career. So it's 2,551 career rushing yards, 2,426 career passing yards, and 1,002 career reception yards.
Amazing.
For a tight end, for his receiving yards to be half his passing and rushing is bonkers. That's absolutely bonkers.
Did you not listen to Joel's epitaph? He's not just a tight end. He's the Saints.
He is Swiss Army dude.
He are the Saints. Yeah, I'm gonna go put the Saints out. Carry on talking.
Yeah.
He is the entirety of the Saints. I love Taysom Hill.
Does he count as more than one player against the roster cap?
He should.
Yeah. We could only have 51 players because you have a Taysom Hill. I think it's only fair. And while we're glazing the Saints, I think it's probably a good time to mention the Jets because they were also at this game, in theory. We think the Saints are improving. We think there's potential there at quarterback with Tyler Shook and certainly potential there with Kellen Moore. However, lads, it's the Jets. The Jets lost 29-6 to a team that many people thought would be in the fight almost like a week or two ago for the 1 overall pick. And we talked about this at the time. Like, we know that the Jets roster is decimated. We know this isn't a team that is designed to win now. It was, if Fields works, there are some options. I know Fields didn't work, so they started to trade. They traded Quinnen Williams. Garrett Wilson went on IR. They traded
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah. So they made some of these trades when they brought players in. So that's fine. But the defense should show signs, and it does not. They are to lose 29 points against a 75-year-old rookie on a bad, decimated team, on a less talented roster, I would say, than the Jets, certainly on paper. I know that's a tough situation to do, but there's nothing that Aaron Glenn has shown at any point, apart from a really cool little dance walk down the sideline. I think that's the only thing he's done all season that's gone, oh, that's good. I think he's one and done. I can't see something that they, as an organisation, are going to hang their hat on and go, do you know what? There's a reason to keep him next year, give him better players and see how it works out, because it's just not. And it's a shame because I don't like to call that for a guy, but it's just been appalling. And they've still not got a single interception, which is wild.
I don't even know what the Jets do because, apart from news every week, but like off the field wise, I don't even know what they do because Woody Johnson's not going to sell the team. He loves having it for some reason. They might fire their GM, but again, drafting's not been an issue. And they've got so many draft picks drafting every other position bar the most important one has not been an issue because they've got so many draft picks. Breece Hall's a great running back. Garrett Wilson's a great wide receiver.
They've drafted some incredible QBs. They're just not on their team anymore.
Yeah.
Some playoff caliber quarterbacks have made their way to MetLife Stadium, let me tell you. And some of them are in the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's frustrating. I can't imagine how frustrating it would be for a Jets fan. And I say that as a Bears fan that's lived through a lot of awful play. But the Jets is a whole different level. It's a whole different level of incompetence, start to finish. And it's interesting because there aren't a ton of that's the obvious guy to go for in this offseason. There's not a load. Like last year, you had Liam Cohen, you had Ben Johnson, you had Kellen Moore offseason as well for the Saints. You had a few guys that you thought, oh, that's a potential guy that can turn this offense around and start to make it grow. I'm not seeing a ton of them this year, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And it's a rubbish QB class as well.
Well, the one guy that's been thrown out there repeatedly is Joe Brady from the Bills. But why would you leave the Bills for the Jets?
Yeah, just if you're going to leave an organization like that where you're on the cusp of a Super Bowl to like, right, I want to turn this around and then I want to go and try myself at a head coach job and prove myself. Don't go to the Jets.
No.
Don't go to the Jets that doesn't have a quarterback, that has a decimated roster. I know they've got quite a few picks. If you get the first overall pick, then maybe then you go, actually, I like Mendoza. Let's see what we can do. But I think they need the first overall pick to be able to attract anybody, because you're not going there for Fields and Tyrod Taylor. It's not happening. Could
we see an Eli Manning-based thing this offseason in the draft? I know this is probably an offseason question, but could we see I refuse to get drafted there?
From what I've seen of Mendoza, he looks a bit too nice to say that.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's got that kind of gumption.
If he thought it and didn't say it out loud, I still think he would write an apology. Also, the Raiders and the Giants have 2 wins each. The Jets have 3 wins, so they're not even the first pick.
No.
They're gonna fumble themselves, accidentally get a win, and end up, 5th. Like it just.
I mean, they're playing the Patriots and Bills, so I don't think they are. I don't think they're getting a win.
Oof.
But I don't think the others are either. So yeah, I think it's just another year of hell for them.
Yeah.
Basically, or overpaying for an average quarterback.
Fair enough. Well, we could stomp on the seal as much as we like, but we've still got a bunch of stuff that people have a little chat about. Alex, we're pretty bang alike when it comes to you, and you've got quite a few things in there. Like, bring the mood up from the Jets.
Justin Herbert's a baller.
Yeah,
shot caller. Yeah,
he's the. We had a joke earlier that yes, I jumped off the Chargers. I did it. It was there, but I don't think I can ever jump off Justin Herbert, and that sounded awful.
Really... It was the fire they needed, Alex. They heard that they disappointed you, their number one fan, and they were like, "Guys, we can't do this. There is a poor boy in England." that is just giving up hope, and the least we can do is do this for Alex and his reasonably successful podcast.
There we go. But like, yeah, the reason I jumped off this was because this pass blocking is garbage. This offensive line is the worst in football. And there is no. This offensive line is the worst in football, according to not only PFF, but also ESPN's rankings. The Chargers are 32nd. The Browns, the Raiders, the Saints, the Cowboys, and the Bengals are just above them and go up to 27. But the Chargers have the worst offensive line in football, according to those.
Hey, shout out to the Bengals not being top 5.
The only way's up.
Yeah, but got a W there.
He had we haven't mentioned Brock Purdy yet, but spoiler alert: Brock Purdy had 5 touchdowns this week, and was absolutely insane. Justin Herbert had a better QBR than Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy scored 5 touchdowns. It's incredible. He had to have 33 dropbacks this weekend against Dallas because he was just getting pressured that much. Everybody thought, and their ass kind of fell over tit when he ran 40 yards because it was like, whoa, calm down, Justin. What are you doing here, man? You're running. There is no one around you. Are you going to get hit? Is this going to injure you with some more? And yes, it did. For three passes, his hand was all inflamed and his elbow was bleeding and everyone kind of panicked. But he completed 9 of 11 passes that should have been sacks. And that was 108 yards and a touchdown. And he was not sacked in any of those. So he is phenomenal. And should have probably won.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah. And if you think next week as well, if we've got him in there with, if you've got him there, you've got Hampton back fit next year. You've got Alton Slater fully fighting fit. It's a shame about the division, but if the Chiefs, it's like, yes, the Chiefs are finally falling off. Goodness sake, Denver, what are you playing at? It could be a really, really tough battle, and the Raiders are also there. So yeah, he is fantastic, and I think it does help a lot of QBs playing against the Cowboys. Just in general, it's a really nice way to have a good week. But it is fantastic, and he's playing injured himself as well, which I don't think we can forget that. I don't think he's still fully fit, but it doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to affect him.
That throw to Johnson, where Johnson just takes it in the bicep down the power line, and it just runs it in there. It again is another one of them Caleb Williams type throws where it is so picture perfect, and it just looks immense. And then you forget this game was over. This game was over. What, 5-6 minutes left of the fourth quarter, because there was the interception, the 2 4th down stops from Dallas back to back. Like, the Chargers took the fourth quarter off because they could, because their defense is yet again phenomenal, and they have these defensive weapons that will again be incredible and continue to dominate. And with a head coach that makes you talked about momentum earlier, Pete, the head coach that forces the momentum to be yours the entire time. And that's whether it's defensive scheming, offensive scheming, or even some special teams run plays. You will always try and shift the narrative towards a Chargers-based thing, which is why Joe said they are one of the scariest teams to face in this wildcard playoff. They arguably are, and they will be to anybody, probably. And it doesn't matter where they play, because even when they play at home, it's an away game.
Yeah. It will be an interesting experiment, won't it, if they do get that 1 seed, because you're right, it is on the cards. So if they get that, and then you've just got the entire AFC running through a neutral stadium, it's like a World Cup, isn't it? It'll be really fascinating.
Yeah, and probably not an advantage at all.
No.
Just not helpful in the slightest.
Where is the Super Bowl this year?
I can't remember.
New Orleans?
I wanted to say the Saints, but I think it's in New Orleans.
I can't remember. Let me just double check. I'll tell you in 2 secs.
No team I follow is making it that far. Therefore, I've not looked at the Super Bowl in a. Hey, I wonder.
It's San Francisco. So, like,
Go the Jeans.
It's not an issue. Again, like if they play in that climate all the way through the playoffs and then win out, obviously they have to win out to do it. But they haven't got an easy couple of games to win out to. But if they win out and they're playing in that kind of climate continuously through the playoffs, surely it's a help for the Super Bowl as well.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the big up for the Chargers Super Bowl.
Well, while we're talking about San Francisco, can I have a jump onto the 49ers as well while we're here? Because I think we need, you mentioned it there, Brock's got 5 touchdowns. In the last 2 games, so there's a couple of wild stats here. In the last 2 games, the 49ers have had 0 punts and 80 points. They haven't punted since November, which is bananas. And this is a team, I think part of it helps because defensively they're giving up points. Phil Rivers wasn't the problem, I didn't think, last night. He didn't look bad. But, I mean, part of that is the Niners are so banged up. They're so banged up on defense that they're playing Cleveland Ferrell at defensive end. We've got another backup who was like the defensive end 6 at the start of the season. He was just there as a pass play specialist, no good against the run. They can't get any pressure on defense, but it doesn't matter because their offense is just unstoppable. Brock Purdy's thrown for 5 touchdowns. And yeah, they are an incredible, incredible team. The fact that they're coping with this many injuries, I mean, they always cope with injuries every single year. It's what the 49ers do, and they are 1 game back from the 1 seed in the NFC is unreal. CMC got his 1,000-yard rushing in this game. He ticked over, and he needs 150 yards over the next 2 games to get the 1,000. And I think he'll get it as well. It will be an interesting game this weekend because they're playing the Bears. So up against one of the best, if they can't get pressure from that D-line against one of the best offensive lines, I imagine the Bears will just run to do whatever they can to keep it out of Purdy's hands. Just keep the Niners offense off the field for as long as they possibly can, because I just don't see how else you stop them. Any punts, any 3 and outs, you'll get crucified by them because they're just that good. And he doesn't even have particularly great weapons. Pearsall's all right. Ayuk's off somewhere else. He's relying on Kendrick Bourne and
Kittle.
Yeah. And who's the other wide receiver?
Jennings.
Thank you, John Jennings. Yeah. So it's not like it's a superstar cast outside of Kittle and CMC, but they just keep getting it done. Shanahan really should be the coach of the year, but I think one of the rookie coaches will get it. Or one of the new coaches, because obviously Vrabel's got a really strong shout for that. But I think Shanahan should be for what he's overcome. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Yeah, dark horse.
Yeah.
It's been 2 hours. I want to pick up a flick. Good Lord, we could continue talking. Sometimes I'm like, wow, how does Rich Eisen put in 3 hours? And I'm like, you know what?
Easy.
A little Disney Plus podcast now. Anyway, underdogs, overdogs, Wumbling free. The pick'em and flick'em. Boy, did I have a week.
I knew this was coming. I knew it was
13-3. 13-3.
Nice.
I have dragged myself up. All right. You know what? I don't talk about myself enough. I've dragged myself up in this pick'em competition from being in like 12th and, having a bit of fun, picking here and there. And then boom, with 2 weeks to go, I'm top 3. I'm within 5 of the being first overall. Shout out to Raider Butts, first overall with 157. I'm 153. I'm only 4 wins behind the top spot. I could be giving myself a prize. This is going to be great. You're really going to enjoy me photoshopping me, passing me a trophy of some sort or a commemorative plate, maybe some kind of item. I don't know. But yeah, God knows what happened. I just went completely out of pocket and picked so many underdogs that it seemed to pull through this week. I took the Bears to beat Green Bay. I took Carolina to beat Tampa. I took Tennessee to beat Kansas City. And I took New England to beat Baltimore. All 4 of those came up. I only had 5 underdogs and 4 of them hit. So all of a sudden, I just shot. I wasn't even the best this week. Somebody was above me with 14 picks. But yeah, there we go. This week, keeping the I'm in it to win it now. So I've picked every damn favorite you can possibly imagine. Scorched earth. Apart from, I think the Giants are going to beat the Raiders. I don't know why the Raiders are a favorite in that. And I've taken Chicago every goddamn week. I don't care if they are facing Superman. I am picking the Bears because they are the mascot and the flagstone of this pick'em run that I've been on. They rarely do me wrong. And look, I think that they're a better team than the Niners right now. I don't understand why they're the underdog on that one. Quick shout out before we get to you two. Mitrix was the only person to say that the Jags were going to beat Denver. The one brave soul this week. Weird pull, but credit to him. That was in my trash for this week. If you look at the box score briefly on the Jags Denver, it's wow, that must have been a great game. Boy, was I bored. I could not wait to watch that. I got nothing from it. There was a lot of points, but there was a lot of nothing in between. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention.
Welcome to the Broncos. But speaking of the Broncos, every week I've picked against them. And they obviously went on an 11-game winning streak. So there is at least one I've lost every week, and I decided to go with them this week because I hate the Jaguars even more. And then the Jaguar, they decided to screw me one more time, everybody. So yeah,
the most Denver thing they could have done was to lose the one time you backed them. Nicely done, Denver Broncos.
Absolutely beautiful. I love it.
I have to pick them this week because they're playing the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I can't afford to drop that one. So the morals have now gone out because it's week 17 and I need to try and get more points. But there is literally 8 points between first and 9th.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tight, man.
Any of you could be me, just down the road. If your heart is pure and you dream and you put in the hours, you could be like me. You could reach the highest of heights. You could hit the podium, top 3.
I'm really looking
Alex,
forward
you hit
to
top 10. I'm proud of you, bud. Proud of you. You had such a terrible start. You're one win ahead of Pete.
I am. I've been ahead of Pete since week 10.
Yeah.
Nobody's referencing this. They're like, oh yeah, remember when you were bottom week 2 and now you're 10th? Well done, man. But I'm really looking forward to you just dropping a 9-game stinker this week. And me and Pete coming on here with our reasonable 11-12 wins. And all right, yeah, great week for us, boy. Look at this, eh?
I'm taking this clip. I'm playing this clip next week when I'm top of the board. I'm going to show up next week wearing a crown.
I just won't show up. I'll probably put the camera on just to a blank room for the entire pod.
And at that point, I won't need either of you. I will just talk about my generational run of Pick'em for
gold
2 hours plus. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah. What we got? Anyone got any underdogs they like this week? It felt really favorite heavy when I was going through the week.
Do you want to go first, Alex?
Maybe the Giants.
Yeah, I've gone Giants as well.
Yeah,
and the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears. Again, the Bears should not be an underdog, in my opinion.
I love that I'm the only person that's picking the 49ers. I think the Niners do it because it's in San Fran. I think if it was in Chicago in the cold, it would make a difference. I think San Fran are getting that one, personally. I've gone the Giants, but the bigger shock ones for me, I think the Browns beat the Steelers this week. They generally have one of the games a season where they either beat the Steelers or play them close, and I think they do. And I think Myles Garrett cuts Aaron Rodgers in half, just spears him, and he's just 2 separate pieces of quarterback on different parts of the field, still claiming he's the best quarterback in the league as he just drags himself around like that thing out of the treasure chest in Game of Thrones. So, yeah, I think the Browns beat the Steelers. That's my big onion hanger. And I think the Texans beat the Chargers.
I just don't want that to be true. So
I don't.
I can see it. I don't want it. So I'm not subscribing to that at all.
The only reason I don't subscribe to that is because CJ Stroud hasn't been good for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but you've also got the worst offensive line in football against the Texans defense. That's why the Texans defense is the best unit in football. They are unreal, and I think they will just demolish them. I don't think the Chargers will be able to put up points.
I think the only thing is when it's been under 15 points this season, the Chargers have won every game.
So yeah, they can win close because of their defense. Yeah.
We're going to talk about the fact that the next snap of NFL football is happening on Christmas Day. It's just occurred to me that it's the 23rd of December, like the day after tomorrow. is Christmas Day, and we've got Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, and Broncos, Chiefs.
Like, at the beginning of the season, you looked at that and went, "Oh, what a tasty slate!" And now you're thinking, "Oh, fine, I'll have to spend time with my family."
Yeah. I'm thinking 6 p.m. nap, 9 p.m. bedtime.
Yeah,
Catch the 6-minute highlights on Boxing Day. Like,
yeah. It looked so good, and what an awful slate of games. I mean, it's a Christmas present to people who aren't going to be able to watch it on Christmas Day because it's taken the rubbish games away from the weekend. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Just enjoy your weekend a bit more because I've no interest. I'll watch the games. I'll catch the game in 40, but
there's not even a lot of like fantasy implications. I wouldn't have thought. George Pickens on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Gibbs on the Lions.
And I'm around.
Yeah, I'm around some round. Justin Jefferson on the Vikings, but he hasn't been it. But you've drafted him high, so you hope. No one on the Broncos. Maybe Travis Kelce on the Chiefs.
If you're still alive after taking Justin Jefferson high, bloody hell, like, fair play to you, man. Like,
that must be a really deep dynasty team. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? No, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, Williams actually on the Cowboys, running back.
Yes, Javonte.
He's going to hopefully bring me a dinner trophy home.
Yeah, in our Collins League where I drafted two of the first 3 rounds was Justin Jefferson and Brian Thomas. That was a very disappointing season. That is an awful season. So, you're not getting there not in redraft. You're not getting there if you've got Justin Jefferson, unless he's a bench.
Mate, I took Chase Brown and Genty in our League of Record redraft. That was the 12th and 13th pick. I had back-to-back because I was trophy somewhere over there, but I was the champion. Good God, could not have done anything worse than what I had. I thought I was going to get CMC at the back of that one, didn't in the end.
Didn't Genty cross 1,000 yards this weekend?
You say crossed?
I mean, most of them were this week, weren't they? It was his first good week.
Yeah. It was actually. Yeah, it was. It was too little, too late. But thanks. It's too little, too late for everyone's fantasy season and for the Raiders in general. Like, there is no point showing up now. Like, just absolutely not. You're not playing for anything. Just looking at this list of stuff, Texans Chargers is probably the game of the week. Pats going to smash the Ravens. Bengals are going to beat the Cardinals, but also, who cares? Steelers Browns could be good fun. Saints Titans, who dat? Go Saints. Jags smash the Colts. Bucks Dolphins. Buccaneers beat the Dolphins. Patriots Jets, no one cares. Seahawks Panthers could be spicy if that Panthers team show up.
Yeah.
If they're like, this is it. If we can get the win over the Seahawks, we have got a shot here. I don't see it. Giants Raiders, great news. Nobody has to tune in at 9:05 p.m. Eagles Bills, once upon a time, would have been but I just don't care. You're both in the playoffs. We'll just see what happens. Bears Niners will be good fun. Rams smash the Raiders. So, giving everything that we've got, Bears Niners will be one to look out for. Texans Chargers. I'm just taking your two teams and sod it, Saints to get the win. Like, let's just have a full family podcast of wins. Let's have a Chargers, Saints, Bears. Wait, did we actually do that this week?
Yeah.
Wow, that doesn't happen very often. Usually dragged down by my lot. But yeah, let's have like a Merry Christmas with all of those. What obviously Bears and Chargers. Is there anything else in that slate that either of you two have got your eye
on? Eagles Bills. I don't think it's going to be high scoring, but I think it's going to be a tense, close game. I think it's going to be really good watching quarter 4, just to see what happens. And it'd be good for good defensive play, I think. But I'm really fascinated by that game because with it being in Buffalo, I have no idea which way it's going to go. And there's a lot on the line for Buffalo because they're still trying to get that. They're still hoping that the Pats slip up. They won't. But they want it for that.
There's only 2 late games on Sunday. So that's a rare W for Red Zone. No adverts, and you can just flip between Eagles-Bills at 9:25 and Giants-Raiders. Good for a laugh. Stick the Benny Hill theme on.
I think what they'll most likely do is put a lot of Bills-Eagles on. And then just play the highlights of the Giants, the Giants.
There's going to be a lot of catch of the day brought to you by Hyundai. There's going to be a lot of highlights from the early slate.
And then occasionally flipping over to Jackson Dart running away from Max Crosby to the Catch the Pigeon music.
Oh, yeah.
I
nearly started Jackson Dart over Matt Stafford this week. Jackson Dart scored 0.02 fantasy points, and Matt Stafford scored 36. I genuinely nearly did it. And I was like, what are you thinking?
Oof. Because of the matchup. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Absolute madness. Anything else before we wrap this up for, not for the year, but before the holidays?
Just a Merry Christmas to everybody that watches.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's been a heck of a... This is episode 20, so we've gone 20 weeks. We've not missed one. We've done more weeks than there are regular season games in the NFL so far. So well done. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all of that stuff to everybody, and especially to you two.
Yeah.
To you. Thanks very much. Have a beautiful time with your beautiful families. And look, we'll be back. The next of our show is the 30th. No one does anything on the 30th. Some people work like chumps. Not me. Put my Jets hat on for this one as well. I love this bobble hat. It's really cool, but it's also the Jets. So everyone just assumes you're wearing it for fashion and not for support.